tutorial on factoring. So factoring basically means to divide. And you're dividing out a greatest common factor if there is one. So I'm just going to follow this chart. Let's take a look at an example. Okay, so this is my example right here, 6d minus 18. I'm just going to follow the chart. First of all, is there a common factor? If there is, I'm going to factor it out. And if there isn't, I'm just going to continue on. So a common factor means, is there something that both of these terms can both be divided by? And I'm taking a look and saying, okay, well, the greatest common factor looks like both of these can be divided by 6. So in order to factor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this guy by 6. Okay, I'm not going to forget my equal signs. I'm going to put my 6 down. That's my greatest common factor. And then whatever's left over, I'm going to put in brackets. So 6d divided by 6 leaves just d by itself. And then I'm going to minus what 18 divided by 6 is, and that would be 3. So this is factoring right there, and I've finished this step. Now I'm going to see if it recognizes this one, this one, this one, or this one. Okay, so which one does it actually match? And it looks like, it doesn't look like this one. That's not what's inside the bracket. It doesn't look like a complex trinomial either. And any of these ones doesn't really look like any of those as well. So it looks like it's one of the other, and I'm just going to stop. That's the last part of the factoring. Now, if I actually wanted to check my answer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I got, so 6 bracket d minus 3, and then I'm going to expand. And expand means I'm going to multiply the 6 into the bracket and see if I get the same thing I got at the beginning. So 6 times d gives me 6d, and 6 times negative 3 gives me negative 18. So that does match. That means that this original factor was right. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to solve this. And the way that we solve this is I'm going to take my factored part, so 6d minus 3, and I'm going to make it equal to 0. So in order to solve for d, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these components, so this component right here and this component right here, and I'm going to make them equal to 0. Okay, so for this one, 6 equals to 0. Well, that doesn't even really make sense. I'm going to ignore this part. But this part right here is where the information is, because that's where the d is, and I want to know what d equals to. Okay, so we're going to bring the 3 over, and it's going to become positive. We have d by itself over here, which means that d is equal to 3, and that's what they wanted by solving.